Section 4.2 is on multiplying matrices. So number 20, we're supposed to see if the product BA is defined. That means can you multiply B times A? And if so, what is the size? So the size, the dimensions of matrix B is a 2 by 3. The dimensions of matrix A is a 2 by 1. We check those inner numbers. They are not the same. That means that you can't multiply, so the product is not defined. Number 15, find A squared. So super common mistake on the test is that people go through and they square each of the quantities in A. But remember that square means that you're multiplying this by itself. You're multiplying two A's together. So here's an A. And here's a second A that I'm going to multiply it by. You actually have to go through and multiply them. You don't get the same thing as if you just square each number inside. So my product is a 2 by 2. Positive 1 times negative 2 is negative 1. 2 plus 0 is 0. Negative 1 plus 0 is negative 1. Negative 2 plus 0 is negative 2. So there, that is A squared. You can see that is not just squaring each number. The last one, number 37, multiplying these two matrices. This one has 2 rows and 3 columns. It's a 2 by 3. This one has 3 rows by 2 columns. We check to make sure the product is defined. Those match, and it is. The answer, the product matrix, will be a 2 by 2. So when we set them up, this one goes first. My answer matrix is going to go right here. That's a 2 by 2. And then the second matrix that I'm multiplying actually goes above my answer. And this will help you when you line it up. Remember, everything's rows by columns. So I'm going to multiply across these rows and down these columns. So this first spot on the top left corner, I'm going to multiply the top row by the left column. Multiply one number at a time from each of them. 2 times 0 is 0. And then we go to the next number in each. 1 times negative 1 is negative 1. Then keep going because there's another number in each one. 3 times 2 is 6. When you get to the end and there's no more numbers, then you add them all together. 0 minus 1 plus 6 is 5. And that's the answer that goes in your product matrix. So now I want to find the spot that's in the top row, right-hand side. So I'm going to multiply the top row by the right column. 2 times negative 1, remember row by column. 2 times negative 1 is negative 2, plus 1 times 4 is 4, plus 3 times 3. So negative 2 plus 4 is 2, plus 9 is 11. I've filled up my top row now. Remember, this is supposed to be a 2 by 2. There's my 2 entries or elements in my first row. Now I need to find the 2 entries or elements in my bottom row. So to do that, I'm going to multiply the bottom row. To find the bottom left entry, multiply bottom row by left column. 0 minus 3 plus 10 is 7. 0 plus 12 plus 15 is 27. So both my rows, both my columns are filled up. That's the product.